We are on the final page of my December daily. We are working on layout or day 3031. Woo! It's been a month, hasn't it? But it's been a good month. So, 30. I took some pictures of myself working on the December daily, and my dog likes to lay in my office with me. So, as you can see, I took the picture today. There's 30 and 31 laying on my desk. So, that is what I'm working on. And then 31, I took these photos today. Also, my husband and I started a little tradition where we flip through my year's scrapbook and look at everything that we've done over the year. So this year has been full of changes. As you know, we lost a family member, and so looking back at the layout, we laughed, we cry, we reminisce everything that happened this year. So it's a ton of fun to see all the special events we went to, birthday parties, Christmases, holidays, just it's so fun to look back on those scrapbook layouts. So definitely do that. Don't just create. Go back and look at them and share them with your family and tell the stories and laugh and all that. Okay. I know these pictures are all very similar, but I have 3 of them here to go into a flip flap. So I think I want the flip flap here. I want to hide my light. I'd also kind of like to hide the selfie stick if possible. And then over here, I have a lot of table that I can hide. Granted, I'm going to have flip-flaps, so I need to keep that in mind because the flip-flap will hide that then. So let's bring in some pattern paper and see where this layout goes. I matted this photo on some white cardstock. This is going to go in my flip-flap. So when it flips up, I'm going to have my journaling. So I think I'm just going to center that, and I might do something around the edges, but I know I want my journaling in there. So I'm just going to use some mocha ink and get that down. These are just dotted lines. Let's see if I can get that centered. It's very difficult when the camera's in the way. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. Another stamp set I'm wanting to bring in is this old, close to my heart, looking forward. And there's this stamp that says new moments, new memories, new adventures. And I think that would be perfect for day 31. So I don't know if I want it with my journaling or maybe down at the bottom here. I'm kind of leaning towards the bottom, and then my number could go there. Sometimes with these long, narrow ones, it's easier if you lay it down straight. I'm using my Versamat, and then pick it up. New Year's needs bling. So I have a piece of, I don't even know, 1 3/4 here, and I thought I could go like that and then have one going across horizontally up here. It's the same width, 1 3/4, but it wasn't quite long enough. I'm using up my scraps, so I cut it to go across. But I really want to bring in this stamp, new moments, new memories, new adventures. So I don't want the paper in the way. So then I'm thinking, let's move the horizontal one down here and the vertical one up here. And I'm not quite sure how that's going to look, but I need this photo down here too, so that once this is down, does that make sense? Because otherwise, if I have this one down here, it's going to cover up my words too. Let's go ahead and get my words stamped, since that's my deciding factor on everything is revolving around those. So I want to just make sure that that's straight. I already have some dimensionals on there, so I need to be careful when I stamp. Hopefully this goes through okay. I'm going to bring in mocha again, since that's what I used for my journaling. And then I'll bring in the colors with my pattern papers and whatnot, but mocha is nice and bold and That's in the way. Have you guys been liking this series? Are you excited to be done? I am so excited to get back to my 12 by 12 layouts. So if you've been missing those, so have I. We are going to be getting right back into that. And my scheduling will go back to normal too, which was every Tuesday and Friday. All right, hold your breath. Woohoo! It's stamped beautifully. I have another 3x4 here. Am I even in frame? No, I'm not. Okay, I have another 3x4 here. So I'm thinking of matting this on that first and then maybe bringing in some more glacier. I've been liking bringing in the glacier when I'm not doing like Christmas themed. So I just need to trim a little bit more off of that side here. I went around the edges with some early espresso on those 3 pieces. I've also cut 1/2-inch strips out of my glitter paper, and that's the silver. So in case you're wondering, this is silver glitter paper from Close to My Heart. This is silver embossing powder. So they actually match very closely together. So that's why I've been bringing in a lot of glitter paper, is because it matches so well. So it just kind of helps tie it in. I don't think I ever fully explained what the products I had. This one I didn't think through, and now it won't fit on the page. So I'm just going to center it, and then I'll just trim off the excess there. But I'm not sure how I want this to look. Maybe I should have printed my picture a little smaller, but I didn't have a layout in mind. Let's start with 31. My numbers are messed up. There we go. So if we go... And then do I want glitter on both sides, or do I just want like a 1/4 inch showing on both sides? Another thing that I was wanting to bring in were these bells I cut out of silver foil paper, and that is Stampin' Up, so I can have that linked. But the die cut itself is from a different collection, just from my stash. But I was thinking, ringing in the new year, bringing that in. And then, since I used glacier, I cut some glacier bows. So that could go up there, and then I could bring one up here, even though this technically isn't New Year's, but that's what I've been working on. I don't care for my numbers being in a row. Like when I had that there and that one there, it seems like the numbers are too close together. I have some empty space up here too, so I could bring it up there and then bring my bells down here and fill in this empty space. That could work. I think I'm going to be okay with the numbers and embellishments being covered by my flip-flops. Ideally, I'd rather them not be covered by my flip-flops, but I think overall it'll look better. I could also do them over the top of the flip-flop, but then, like for instance, this one, it won't open. This one, it could, I think it'll block it. So I'm just going to not worry about the flip-flops and just let the numbers be under them. They're still included in the layout. And as you can see, I cut these little sprigs off of the big one. So they're gonna be tucked under anyways. But I think just a couple sprigs, our number, and the bells. And we'll call it good. Add some bling and bada bling, bada boom. I grabbed a piece of gray scrap paper here and I am going to add just a little bit of glue around the bottom of my bell and put that on here. And then I'm going to cut around it so that the inside of my bell is gray rather than whatever it's sitting on, like the green trees and whatnot. I got all of that adhered, and now for the finishing touch, I'm just going to add some of my glitter dots here, glitter gems. These are close to my heart, no longer available, but look at how perfectly they match. I actually think I'm going to add a big one to the, whoa, center of my bows. I think that would be cute. And then I only have one little one, so maybe I'll add it up into this cluster and do one. There, so now it kind of makes a triangle like that. And then if I do one down here and one up here, kind of makes a triangle there. The flip flaps are gonna go over the page protector. So we are finished. I will get these into the page protector and then the flip flaps on top. This was my final page in my December daily, documenting working on my December daily and looking through my scrapbooks and just reminiscing the year of 2024. Let me know in the comments below, what are your traditions for New Year's? Do you go through your albums? Do you have parties? What's your tradition? So let me know in the comments down below. Did you enjoy this series? Do you still need to go catch up on the series? Because that playlist is right here. And until next time, live a life worth scrapping. Bye, guys.